हेलो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, कैसे हैं आप लोग। उम्मीद करती हूँ आप सब अच्छे होंगे। चैप्टर नंबर 32, पेजेस फ्रॉम द बेसमेंट, फ्रॉम द बुक थीफ, रिटन बाय मार्कस ज़्यूज़ैक। Pages from the basement. For a week, leisure was kept from the basement at all cost. It was Mama and Papa who made sure to take down Mac's food. No Somensh, Mama told her each time she volunteered. There was always a new excuse. How about you do something useful in here for a change, like finish the ironing? You think carrying it around town is so special. Try ironing it. You can do all manner of underhanded nice things when you have a caustic reputation. It worked. During that week, Max had cut out a collection of pages from Mein Kampf and painted over them in white. He then hung them up with pegs on some string from one end of the basement to the other. When they were all dry, the hard part began. He was educated well enough to get by, but he was certainly no writer and no paint artist. Despite this, he formulated the words in his head till he could recount them without error, only then on the paper that had bubbled and hummed under the stress of drawing. Paint. Did he begin to write a story? It was done with a small black paintbrush. The stand-over man. He calculated that he needed 13 pages, so he painted 40, expecting at least twice as many slip-ups and as successes. There were practice versions on the pages of the Molting Express, improving his basic clumsy artwork to a level he could accept. As he worked, he heard the whispered words of a girl. His hair, she told him repeatedly, is like feathers. When he was finished, he used a knife to pierce the pages and tie them with string. The result was a 13-page booklet that went like this. All my life I have been scared. If of men standing over me. All my life I have been scared of men standing over me. First page. Second page. I suppose my first standover man was my father, but he vanished before I could remember him. For some reason, when I was a boy, I liked to fight. A lot of the time, I lost. Another boy, sometimes with blood falling from his nose, would be standing over me. Many years later, I needed to hide. I tried not to sleep because I was afraid of who might be there when I woke up. But I was lucky, it was always my friend. When I was hiding, I dreamed of a certain man. The hardest was when I traveled to find him. Gate of sheer, gate of sheer, and wake and many footsteps I made it. I slept there for a long time, 3 days, they told me. And what did I find when I woke up? Not a man, but someone else standing over me. As time passed by, the girl and I realized we had things in common. Train dreams fits. Train dreams fist. This. But there is one strange thing. The girl says I look like something else. A girl says I look like something else. Now I live in a basement. Bad dreams still live in my sleep. One night, after my usual nightmare, a shadow stood above me. She said, "Tell me what you dream of." So I did. Family. In return, she explained what her own dreams were made of. This. Now I think we are friends. That this girl and me, on her birthday, it was she who gave a gift to me. It makes me understand that the best standover man I have ever known is not a man at all. Valuable, 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 daylight, water movement, daylight, daylight. In late February, when Leisure woke up in the early hours of the morning, a figure made its way into her bedroom. Typical of Max, it was as close as possible to a noiseless shadow. Leisure, searching through the dark, could only vaguely sense the man coming towards her. "Hello!" There was no reply. There was nothing but the near silence of his feet as he came closer to the bed and placed the pages on the floor. Next to her socks, the pages crackled just slightly. One edge of them curled into the floor. "Hello." This time there was a response. She couldn't tell exactly where the words came from. What mattered was that they reached her. They arrived and kneeled next to the bed. "A late birthday gift. Look in the morning. Good night." For a while she drifted in and out of sleep, not sure anymore whether dreamed of Max coming in. In the morning, when she woke and rolled over, she saw the pages sitting on the floor. She reached down and picked them up, listening to the paper as it rippled in her early morning hands. "All my life I have been scared of men standing over me." As she turned them, the pages were noisy, like static around the written story. 3 days, they told me, and what did I find when I woke up? They were the erased pages of Mein Kampf, gagging, suffocating under the paint as they turned. It makes me understand that the best standover man I have ever known. Leisure read and viewed Max and Vanderberg's gift 3 times, noticing a different brushed line or word with each one. When the third reading was finished, she climbed as quietly as she could from her bed and walked to Mama and Papa's room. The allocated space next to the fire was vacant. As she thought but about it, she realized it was actually appropriate, or even better, perfect, to thank him where the pages were made. She walked down the basement steps. She saw an imaginary framed photo seep into the wall, a quiet smile secret. No more than a few meters. It was a long walk to the drop sheets and the assortment of paint tints that shielded Max Vanderberg. She removed the sheets closest to the wall until there was a small corridor to look through. The first part of him she saw was his shoulder and the slender gap. The slowly, painfully inched her hand in until it rested there. His clothing was cool. He did not wake. She could feel his breathing and his shoulder moving up and down ever so slightly. For a while she watched him. Then she sat and leaned back. Sleepy air seemed to have followed her. The scrawled words of practice stood magnificently on the wall by the stairs, jagged and childlike and sweet. They looked on both the hidden Jew and the girl slept, hand to shoulder. They breathed German and Jewish lungs. Next to the wall, the standover man sat numbly and gratified, like a beautiful itch at Leisure miming her feet. यहाँ पे हमारा पार्ट 4 फिनिश होता है. पार्ट 5 में द विस्लर फीचरिंग है अ फ्लोटिंग बुक, द गैम्बलर्स, अ स्वीट घोस्ट, अ स्मॉल घोस्ट, 2 haircuts, Rudy's youth, losers and sketches, a whistle and some shoes, 3 acts of stupidity, and a frightened boy with frozen legs. Chapter number 33, The Floating Book. मिलेंगे हम नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. Bye for now, friends. The Book Thief, written by Marcus Zusak. Bye. Thank you very much. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you.